Yo, what's up everyone? Trayman1 here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys anime discussion video. Guys, as we know, Ash is entering the Masters 8 this Friday. So I actually want to go ahead and discuss what he has to prepare. We know he's using the Journeys team, so I'm going to be discussing the gimmicks that he could use and alternate with just the Journeys team. As of right now, Ash has been using the Pikachu MZ 10 million volt Thunderbolt with Pikachu, Mega Lucario, and G-Max Gengar. But you know, he could technically switch things up if he wanted to. Yes, it's probably not going to happen because it seems like the series only wants to focus on these gimmicks with these Pokemon, but it would be nice to see some switch-ups throughout the tournament. For one, let's start with Pikachu. Pikachu can Gigantamax. We've seen it in the first time Ash used Gigantamax, and that's the only time we saw it other than when he kind of like, I guess, got fat from eating the move. I don't really know if that was really Gigantamax or not, but Pikachu can Gigantamax. Now, yes, Pikachu is not really comfortable with it because it moved a lot slower, but it would be a nice surprise to see Ash pop out with G-Max Pikachu in one fight, surprising us all, and we get to see him come out with a victory that way. Like, it would be cool instead of, you know, just seeing the Z move every time. But on the topic of Z moves, Pikachu can also use the Normalium Z and the Stellium Z. And I'm gonna use that Stellium Z to transfer right over to Lucario. This was perfect Journeys. At the end of Sun and Moon, Ash chose the Steel Z move. He only got to use it twice for real, once in practice and once against Guzman, and it failed. This would have been the perfect time. Instead of Pikachu trying to use the Stellium Z, have Lucario use it. This way he has both Mega Evolution and the Stellium Z. You know, everyone is expecting Ash to use Mega Lucario, so just imagine Ash comes into a fight. The person he's battling is like, oh, you know, get ready. I see he has that Keystone. Then boom, Z move time. That would be a nice surprise. Lucario both has Bullet Punch and Steel Beam, so he has two alternatives of using this move as well. And yes, he has Double Team, so he can technically use the Normalium Z, but it would only result in Z Double Team, which just does some more, you know, status conditions. And I don't think Ash is going to do no crazy plays like that. On the topic of Z status conditions, Gengar just learned Will-O-Wisp, so technically he could use the Fire Room Z with Gengar that he obtained at the end of Sun and Moon. Now that would be cool, and yes, it would be Z Will-O-Wisp, which only raises your attack along with Will-O-Wisp damage, which wouldn't be too helpful because Gengar is a specialist. I mean, maybe if Ash really wanted to go crazy, if he still had Ice Punch and he needed to take down a dragon, they could do something like that, but I don't even think he has Ice Punch anymore. I see him having Sludge Bomb still, because that's like a really good move. And we know he's Dazzling Gleam, Shoutout Ball, and now Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, Gengar has a pretty nice moveset. But Gengar can also Mega Evolve. All it would take is for an episode for Ash to call up Karina and be like, yo, I want to find the Gengar Keystone. And you know, they do one episode where they go and look for it like they did with Lucario. That could easily happen, and that would be pretty cool. Ash and Gengar have a pretty great bond from what we've been seeing in the latest episodes of Journeys, with Gengar wanting to stay with Ash and everything. So I would have loved to see Ash use a Mega Gengar. It would have been unique, and we have seen one in the movies, but we haven't really get to see it in action used to its best, like the Ash type of way, if that makes any sense. I would love to see how Ash would use Mega Gengar, and how different would it be, you know, from the G-Max form. Another alternative. In the early parts of the series, Dragonite could have actually used the Normalium Z. He had Hyper Beam, but apparently he has replaced that move, so he can't use that Z move anymore. But Ash can still use Dynamax with Dragonite, Surfetch, and Drakefish. Just because they don't have Gigantamax doesn't mean they can't still Dynamax. So that would be cool to see. Maybe he uses it with them one day just to kind of see what they can do. Maybe we can see some of the stat conditions and like raising your defense and speed, things like that, with the Dynamax moves, but the anime doesn't really seem to focus on those, so that's a hit or miss. But it would be cool though. This is one of my biggest hopes. Surfetch, we don't know Surfetch's final moveset. We did see it training with Sceptile. Please let Surfetch learn Leaf Blade. If Surfetch learns Leaf Blade, then they can use the Grass Z move. That would be even better. Leaf Blade is the perfect move for Surfetch, and seeing him have another alternative as well with the Grass Z would be really nice. Now, yes, Ash does have other Z crystals, but I don't really see any of his other Pokemon learning moves to kind of match up with those Z crystals. The only one I do see is Surfetch. Dracovish, I only really see them changing. Maybe Water Gun for Hydro Pump. His moveset is good. And Dragonite, I feel like it could lose. I don't know. Because Dragon Dance, you know, he's probably going to keep Dragon Dance. Dragon Claw and Draco Meteor are two nice moves to keep. So it's like, you know, I would want him to change one of those Dragon moves, but I can't see them getting rid of Draco Meteor. And definitely not Dragon Claw. So, and Hurricane is that flying coverage. So I guess Dragonite is good as is. But if I missed any other potential gimmicks and abilities that Ash could use with his Journeys team, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to see him bring some alternatives, especially the Z move with Lucario. That would be cool to see, and we can finally really get to see the Stellium Z in action. I feel like it would go hand in hand with Lucario's battle style. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. The Masters 8 is here. Trayman1, peace out.